What's going on, Joe, Chris? We got G and Darren. Do not have a ton left over tonight, so we're going to get started pretty quickly. Got Bregman. Bregman's on-base percentage is only .315. Shockingly low. What's going on, Rob? Wow. Bregman's average was .206 over the first 15 games last year. It's a pretty low average for the contract that he got. All right, what's going on, everybody? Joe, it's been a few weeks since been able to join. Welcome back. Let's see. We got Kaboom back in. We got Darren. All right, let's see. I have a bunch of hobby boxes. We have one jumbo. We have one sapphire. So we're going to choose from the hobby boxes and the sapphire jumbo. We're going to go with those. Who won G? Daytona finished just in time. Who won the Daytona 500? I'm not a NASCAR guy. If anything, I'm a F1 guy. Who won the Daytona 500? What's up, Matt and Tony? Tony, nothing unpaid. Let me just do one more refresh to double check that. Short-term big money deal? Is that what we call a 3-year deal for Bregman? All right, we do not have much left over. Yeah, we're gonna get right into things tonight. G got Byron Churio. Let's see, 2 in a row this year. He snuck in and wrecked in at the end. Are we talking about Boris? Or are we talking about Bregman? All right, we're gonna get right into things tonight. We got number 4. Let's see, Byron Gordon. Byron is not Byron Churio. Byron is a NASCAR driver. $40 million a year for someone that doesn't have yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Flight of a man. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to educate me on NASCAR here. All right, let's choose our hobby boxes here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 in the back, 6 and 7. So let me know another Trevor Story. Yeah, really, for the White Sox. All right, give me a number between 1 and 7, and we'll choose our hobby boxes. We need 2 of them. Darren choosing number 3, and we have 1 more box to be chosen. So 1 more number between 1 and 7 for the hobby boxes, and we'll get going right away tonight. Number 6. All right. So we have number 3 and number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll put that one into the break. We'll put this one into the background. We did run a Topps update box and 2020. What's it called? Let's see. That's 3. We have this. We have these 2 going back into the case. We ran a 2025 Topps Series 1 box. We got a Gunnar Henderson autograph out of that. That was not a bad way to do that. The Jumbo 2015 hobby the other night out of our Facebook group. If anybody's interested in seeing the Facebook group, let me drop that in the chat and let me catch up with what's going on in the chat. There's the link to our Facebook group. I am going to be running, my goal is to run a bunch more out of the Facebook group in the next couple of weeks going into spring training. We have a lot of Sapphire over the last couple of years. I'm thinking I'm gonna run some of that. If you guys are interested in any particular release anywhere between 2019 and the present, let me know, and I'll try and get something running in the next week or so out of any of those classes. I'm going to start with a hobby box tonight, and then I'll let you guys choose after that what we're going to go with. Let's see. Back to Bregman though. Yeah, it's an interesting contract. Another Trevor Story. I saw another interesting post that somebody made this week of what was it? Chris Sale, 6'6" lefty from the White Sox, who then went to the Red Sox. Garrett Crochet, 6'6" lefty from the White Sox that then went to the Red Sox, and the future projection of Noah Schultz, 6'6" lefty from the White Sox, may in the future go to the Red Sox. That would be funny if that happened. All right, we're gonna get started right away. We got Darren, Chris, Flight of a Man. Let's see, there's nothing left over, so we're gonna get right into things tonight. Matt. All right, everybody, good luck. We're gonna get right into things tonight. Hope everybody's doing good leading into spring training. What else is going on in the league over the last couple days? Anything exciting so far in the first week of spring training? We got Bregman. We got JD Martinez, still not signed with any team. Maybe he's moving on to his pickleball career in the next couple weeks. We got Jose Iglesias. As a Met fan, I guess that's big news. The Mets not re-signing Jose Iglesias, and him saying that he's sad that he would have hoped that there would have been a more of a story between him and the Mets, although the Mets offered him a contract and he wanted more years than the Mets offered him. So I can't really blame the Mets on that one. White Sox will be better than the Red Sox in 3 years. That would be a story. All right, guys, we are up into the first box of the night, skimming through the papers and going to the Chrome, starting with Ty Pete, Yohandri Vargas, Kyle Teal, Francisco Villarreal, Giovanni Rodriguez. Our first of the night is Parker Smith. Our first Fuchsia Lunar Crater, third baseman first, is Chase Harlan. Number 187 of 199. We have Carson Benj on the in-tune. Refractors of Ryan Johnson and Kyle Teal starting us off. Grab some penny sleeves. Meb, what's going on? Maybe the White Sox. Oh, that was Meb saying maybe the White Sox will be better than the Red Sox. I don't know, man. The Red Sox look pretty good post Alex Bregman signing. I didn't even think of all of the pitchers that they signed when I was talking about this the other day in our Facebook break, but Crochet, who's the Dodgers pitcher they signed? I don't know why I'm blanking on this already, but the Red Sox look like they could have some things going on this year. We have a Plasma Power coming up in this one. Nothing in the paper. Connor Foley first. Theron Lorenzo, Camilo Diaz, Ashedri Vargas, Brandon Sproat, Zach Veen. Sproat again on the sky blue Chrome. Brock Wilkin on the Plasma Power. Hunter Crenton and Giovanni Rodriguez on the refractors. Nice little Sproat there on the sky blue Chrome. Crochet, Houck, Bueller, Bayo, and who's the number 5 starter there then in Boston? Houck is solid. Crochet, obviously all-star. Bueller, we'll see what we get out of Bueller. Bayo seems solid. Who's the number 5 starter in Boston? I feel like there's somebody solid there. Do we think that now that they've signed Bregman, that's a future trade now on Marcelo Mayer, or is Mayer going to find a spot up somehow? We have Sam Antonacci starting the Chromes, Herrick Hernandez, Nick Montgomery, Ryan Sloan, Jacob Cozart, J.D. Dix is our first rounder of the night. Braden Montgomery, probably, and Nick Kurtz coming up sometime soon. Paulinho Santana in tune. Refractors of Seaver King and Parker Smith, our first guy on the board with 2 cards tonight. See the Seaver King on the board there with our first round refractor. Parker Smith on the refractor. JD Dix on the base chrome. And Braden Montgomery, base chrome. Let's see. Cutter Crawford. I think Cutter Crawford's going to be the number 5. Cutter Crawford definitely could take that number 5 spot. Joe saying got Montgomery auto at White Sox spring training. That's not a bad way to start spring training off, Joe. What's the White Sox spring training facility? That's in Arizona. We got Bazana, our second chrome first on the board with the first overall pick there. Cash Mayfield, Caleb Bonemer, Cal Steven, Josh Grauer, Johnny King, Ryan Johnson is our first auto of the night, base Ryan Johnson auto. Travis Bazana draft night, Titus Sissel, and Francisco Villarreal on the refractors. Trade off Yoshida. That would be interesting. I guess there is some space to get rid of Yoshida at this point. Ryan Johnson, our first autograph of the night. Angels pitcher. Interesting. I've never really thought about it before, but Cleveland Guardians, the fact that the Angels don't say Los Angeles on this Bowman card. Is that true of all of the Angels Bowman cards? So that first autograph was on the bottom row. We'll see if that stays true through the rest of these boxes. Montgomery's a really good guy. That's good to hear, man. I see a Lunar Glow coming up here. Still no color in the paper. We have a Harry Ford Chrome, Walker Martin, Johnny Farmello, Nate Knowles, Jackson Wentworth, Adriel Rodney, Max Clark, Vladdy Guerrero on the Lunar Glow, Carson Benj and Connor Foley on the refractors. Soto in a Mets hat. We love to see that. I love to see that. I saw Jet Williams got hit by a Brandon Sproat pitch yesterday, and there was some worry that he might miss some time, but came back before the end of the day. Let's see, Glendale, they share with the Dodgers. So the two teams that moved to Arizona recently, we have a sky blue paper coming up here. That is up first, and is this Cash Mayfield? It is Cash Mayfield on the sky blue, number 370 of 499. We have a Josue De Paula, Arjun Amala, Zaire Hope, Brock Porter, Dalton Rushing, Luis Guanipa, Samuel Basayo. Not much going on in terms of firsts there. Adrian Miller in tune, refractors of Bryce McCage and Camilo Diaz. Joe says his son went to watch Ohtani while you were grabbing Teal and Montgomery's autos. That's a whole bunch of really good players you listed there. Sounds like a win-win situation for you and your son, Joe. Me and Brian were talking about booking our trips down to West Palm Beach to see the Mets and the Nationals prospects this weekend. If I'll mention it again, if anybody's in that area during the end of March, we're going to be heading down there to see that prospects game between the Mets and the Nationals. Feel free to reach out, and we'll try and meet up for that. We have a Ryan Johnson, Titus Sissel, Hunter Cranton, some repeats, Seaver King, Carson Benj, Brody Brecht, Speckle refractor of Tommy Troy, numbered 143 of 200. Kalen Culpepper. On the draft night refractor, Josh Hartle and Ashedri Vargas on the refractors. Handful of first rounders there with King, Benj, and Brecht. And Tommy Troy on the speckle. I'm going to leave that bottom card there, or that bottom pack there in the middle row, because I think that's where our refractors are going to be, or our autos are going to be. Let's see. Daniel says Devers to DH, Bregman to third, Campbell to Christian Campbell to second. I'm trying to think of the rest of the Boston lineup there. Where is Jarren Duran in that lineup? Is Jarren Duran an outfielder? We have a Vladimir Asensio Chrome, Jose Perdomo, Aiden Major, LP Langevin, Chandler Welch, Leo DeVries, Berlin Brazaban, Walker Jenkins Plasma Power, and Kavaris Tears, and Brandon Sproat getting on the board again. He should be, but won't. Center field on Jarren Duran. Let's see. Or left or center field on Duran. Let's see. They have Roman Anthony coming up too. That is very true. Yeah, man. Guys, I don't hate the Red Sox this year now with Bregman. I was thinking about putting a futures bet on the Rays. Their over under for the year is 81.5 because of all of the pitching that the Rays have coming back off of the DL with Shane McClellan. What's his name? Shane Baz and McClellan? But between their competition and the fact that they're not going to be playing a true home field, it's going to be tough for the Rays this year in that division. We have Sebastian Walcott, Tink Hence, Yohan Cespedes, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Braylon Morrell, Byron Churio, Sky Blue, Zach Veen. We have a Christian Moore in action, Ariel Armas, and Harry Ford refractors. Might not be that easy for the Yankees this year, despite them having a pretty solid rotation and a solid lineup. Bregman will probably slide into second base. Do we think that what do we think happens to Marcelo Mayer at this point? Do we think that he finds a spot at the major league level for the Red Sox, or do we think that they deal him at the trade deadline? Still nothing else chrome or numbered coming out of this first box. Blake Larson, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman in chrome, Ryan Waldschmidt, Cam Smith. There's our first Jack Caglione of the night, Cam Caminiti, Paulinho Santana Plasma Power, Nick McLean, and Walker Martin refractors, and two more packs coming up here out of the first hobby. Those should both have autos in them. Devers moves to DH. Mayer won't see the bigs this year, says Sam. It seems like it's tough for him. Devers shoulder still bothering him. DH is a future, says Darren. Doesn't have enough ABs in the minors. It's wild after all these years. He's still like 3 years in the minors for Mayer. But I don't disagree with you, Sam. And the Red Sox certainly do have some solid stuff going on there. It looks like we have Teal Lava. That might be the autograph spot here. That would not be a bad way to do the auto spot. We have the Nick Kurtz base chrome. First time on the board. Dylan Dreeling, Brandon Neely, Fenric Trimble, Ty Southacene, Geronda Berry, pitcher in the auto spot. And a nice pitcher in the auto spot, Hagen Smith. We hit one last break. It was a little bit off-centered. This one is looking pretty nice. Hagen Smith, number 50 of 199 on the Aqua Lava there, 50 of 199. Roman Anthony, speaking of, on the Plasma Power. Brody Brecht on the Refractor, as well as Theron Alonso. So a trio of nice cards there. Nice Brecht, nice Nick Kurtz base chrome, and Hagen Smith, the 5th or 6th overall pick for the White Sox, getting the autograph. Got some MLB Tonight on in the background, mid-commercial break. Nice start to the night with a couple pitchers, but the Hagen Smith, one of the best ones we could hit. Let's see. Pretty sad hobby box if a Ryan Johnson auto is in the display. Well, it's early on in the box. That was only the first autograph of the night. The Hagen Smith definitely outdoes that one, and then we're gonna get another base auto here. So 2 base and a number to 199 here. So Bryce McCage, Josh Hartle, Kavaris Tears, Zach Earhart, Ariel Armis, Nick McLean, and another pitcher. Looks like a White Sox. Is this going to be Larson? It is Larson as our 3rd autograph of the break. So triple pitcher box here. Larson, Hagen Smith, and Ryan Johnson. Emil Morales in tune. Zach Earhart and Zach Veen on the refractors. So not a huge box to start off, but that Hagen Smith does make a nice highlight for this box. Larson, Ryan Johnson, and Hagen Smith start us off. Gonna move some packs over, and then we'll go to hobby box number 2. Joe, you met Hagen Smith too, and he was a nice guy. That's also good to hear. Sounds like I gotta find your lead and make it down to Arizona next year. So you pull Larson for the White Sox, and another Larson today. He had Tommy John last week. Did not realize that. That's a good piece of information from Joe. Let's see. Yep, definitely one of the 2 pitchers we're looking for, Sam, on the Hagen Smith. And at least the low-numbered card of the box was the Hagen Smith. Definitely helps it out. Still a tough hobby box, but we're going to stick with the hobby boxes right now. And the Hagen Smith coming out helps things out. Let's see. Only 14 ABs. It may or might be a cup of coffee towards the end of the year, but if the Red Sox are in the playoff hunt, which they should be, expect basically what Mayo experienced. Yeah, very true. I mean, as loaded as the Orioles organization is at the minor league level, it's definitely possible that the Red Sox at the major league level are that loaded going into the season. And if they are as good as you think they could be going into the season with their signings and trades, it could be very realistic what Sam is saying, that Marcelo does not see much of a cup of tea this year. We have box number 2 of the break open. I think Bregman signing wasn't a great fit for them, Sam. It was definitely an interesting one. I thought it was funny what the Tigers GM came out saying, that he didn't think that the Tigers necessarily needed Bregman, and the fact that they beat Bregman in the playoffs last year means that the Tigers didn't really need Bregman. I don't know how realistic that is. We have a sky blue paper, and it is a Shedru Vargas, 473 of 499. Chrome, we have Tink Hence, Yohan Cespedes, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Braylon Morrell, Byron Churio, Roman Anthony. Green, first outfielder of Braylon Payne. Let's see what that means for the other Brewers first rounder. Braylon Payne with the true green, 53 of 99. One of the better cards we've hit of him so far this year. Tibbs on the in-tune. Refractors of Flewelling and Braden Taylor. Off to a nicer start on this box with that Braylon Payne. Is he 17th overall pick for the Brewers? Yep, 17th overall pick for the Brewers. Getting the true green. We'll get that one up in the display. We'll switch out the Ryan Johnson for that one. And we'll get the sky blue Shedru Vargas paper and a top loader as well. The now Marlins prospect, Ishedri Vargas, along with what seems like half of the big prospects in the league. No autograph yet in this one. Let's see. Basically kills Campbell's chance of being, I don't know. I think Campbell could still get a realistic shot this year. Sure, they're working on some deals to trade some of the young talent or potentially Yoshida. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, Sam. But I think that Campbell still could get some kind of a shot this year. Shen Ang Lin starting us off on the chrome. Emil Morales. I mean, there's also injuries that you have to consider. Let's see. Potential defensive lineman for the Cardinals. Newt Bar Scott back to the major league level is interesting. All right, we have a Griffin Herring Chrome. Grant Shepardson, Rafe Schlesinger. Ural Perez. Sky Blue is Yosueda Paula. Carson Bench Plasma Power. Tibbs getting the refractor, as well as Dylan Cruz. Two nice refractors there to start the box, or second pack in the box. Cardinals could have a sneaky good pitching staff this year, too. I haven't taken any overs on team wins this year, but let's see. Projected rotation, Sonny Gray, Eric Fede, Mikolas Palante, and Steven Matz. I highly doubt that is the Cardinals rotation by the end of the year. I may take a Cardinals over in team wins for the year. What do you guys think about that one? Grissom is a potential infielder too for the White Sox. For the Red Sox, we have a Lunar Glow coming up here. No color in the paper. We have Noble Meyer in chrome, Cooper Pratt, Tommy Troy, Miles Naylor, Jeremy Rodriguez, Rainer Arias, Rhett Lauder, and we have Kyle Teal in the Lunar Glow, Chase Harlan, and Paulinho Santana in the refractors. Not a lot of firsts coming out of these two hobby boxes to start us off. Let's see, what do we have going on here? Campbell and Anthony will be on the Major League roster. Sam, I 100% agree with you. At some point this season, Darren says, see Bregman at third base if Devers isn't fully healthy. Campbell or Grissom at second base. Grissom bulked up in the offseason. I haven't seen him yet, but I could see that. I gotta check that out. See what Grissom's looking like. I mean, when he first came to the majors with the Braves, he was a force. So we'll see what he can do. We have another Sky Blue in the paper here. That is not a first. Shortstop, George Lombard Jr. Nice one for the Yankees prospect there. Number 30 of 499. Yosua Lugo, Aiden Smith, Curly Martha, Dernish Valdez, Ryan Harvey, Luke Keishel, Walker Jenkins, Seaver King on the Plasma Power, and refractors of Aiden May and Felnin Celestin. Still have all three of our autographs to come out of this box, but we are off to a slower start on this second hobby box. Let's see. Plate of a Man says your cards should let Tank, right? Tank McGree. Yo, Zebby. Is it not Zebby Matthews? Who's the Cardinals Matthews that they have in the rotation? And where'd Festa get traded? Festa got traded to the Cubs, right? So that's not a Cardinals future rotation piece. I know the Matthews is Matthews the big prospect in the Cardinals organization, a pitcher? We have a Ben Hess first rounder on the board. Tyson Lewis, Billy Amick, Cole Messina, Woody Hadeen, Eddie Reinards, and our first autograph of this box, Bryce Rayner on the base. Nice one there. Bryce Rayner on the Plasma Power, Casey Cook, and Josiah Romeo. So that is a nice way to start off the autographs in this hobby box. Bryce Rayner on the base. Ben Hess getting a card on the board as well. Yankees first round pitcher. So we have two first rounders on the board. Hagen Smith on the Aqua Lava and Bryce Rayner on the base, along with the Braylon Payne green. Quinn Matthews, thank you, Plate. Quinn went from A to AAA last year. Doesn't Quinn have crazy command? Like, is he one of those guys that doesn't throw any balls? Or am I just associating him with Zebby Matthews, the Twins prospect who doesn't, or prospect now Major League, there doesn't throw any balls? Now Puller Dylan Dreeling says Greg. Let's see what we have here. We have a sky blue chrome and an in action coming up. We have Paulo Guerrero, Adolfo Sanchez, Charlie Bielenson, Gage Zeal, Ryan Clifford, Brock Wilkins, Sky Blue, Arjun Amala, not a bad one there. Christian Campbell, there we go. That is, believe it or not, that is the first Christian Campbell that I have pulled out of 2024 Bowman draft. We finally talked about him tonight, and there he is. Travis Bazzana on the refractor with Jared Cerna in the back. So Bazzana getting a pack. Christian Campbell getting on the board for the first time. I actually stopped posting the Christian Campbell spot because it had been so long that we haven't pulled a single Christian Campbell card that there is no Christian Campbell owner tonight. Let's see. Sam says, saw a raw red Bryce Rayner auto go for $3,850 on Probstein. That's a good sell for whoever sold that one. Let me know if there's any specific products while I'm in the break switching up these top loaders that you guys want me to see if I can break through the Facebook group in the next couple of weeks. I think I have just about every product between 2019 and now, at least in some kind of box. And I'll definitely be doing some more breaks through the Facebook group over the next couple of weeks. So if there's any specific class that you guys are interested in, let me know, and I'll try and get some of that ripping in the next couple of weeks. We have, let's see, this middle row. Let's go with the middle row first, since that's where we pulled the Bryce Rayner. Let's see. Quinn Matthews won minor league pitcher of the year. Yeah, I know he went like crazy last year. Jumping up the rankings, Meb says very few prospects will be on the opening day roster. Only those teams that think they can win Rookie of the Year. Otherwise, they'll be shelved for a month. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I think Junior Caminero might get that bid, and we'll see if that gives him an upper hand at possible Rookie of the Year status there for him. I think James Wood and Cruz still have rookie status. In Chrome, we have an Aiden Miller, Eduardo Herrera, Dowell Joseph, Fernando Cruz. First, we have Chase Alsop, Michael Massey, Bryce Eldridge. In Tune, Walker Jenkins, Jamie Ferrer, and Jackson Kent on the refractors. James Tibbs, we got a refractor, Justin, on James Tibbs. Not numbered refractor, but we at least have a refractor on the board. Bubba Chandler stock rising. I actually haven't paid a ton of attention to Bubba Chandler. Bubba Chandler is a 2020 Bowman draft guy. That was the first product that I ever broke, 2020 Bowman draft, or at least in terms of baseball prospects. We have a Carter Matheson starting us off here. Nate Dome, Luke Holman, Griffin Burkholder, Jonathan Santucci, Kellen Lindsay. We have a true blue coming up here. That is not an autograph, but it is a first pitcher. Drew Beam. Yep, Drew Beam. 65 of 150 on the Drew Beam true blue color match for the 76th overall pick there. Cam Kennedy draft night, Eli Serrano, and Victor Hurtado on the refractors. Kellen Lindsay, the Dodgers first rounder, and Drew Beam, the Dodgers true blue color match there. Not a bad one there. 76th overall pick, getting the number 65 serial number out of 250 on the true blue. Let's see what else do we have going on in the chat. Weiser, Greg, if you want to throw me $1.50, I'll give you the Campbell card. I really that seems about fair to me. Daniel saying 3-2 is pretty. 3-2 is pretty legit. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Mayo could definitely win it as well. More long shot. What do we think about Roki Sasaki's chances for winning Rookie of the Year? My brother said that he was a plus 750 for Cy Young. I told him to absolutely not take that line because I don't think that he'll get enough innings. I think we might have I thought we had a backwards card here, but maybe that was just the back of an insert. Let's see what we have going on here. Nothing in the color yet. Josh Caron, Randall Diaz, Brian Holiday, Ethan Schiefelbein, Ethan Anderson, Chris Cortez, Braylon Doughty, bunch of firsts, Kyle Teal, Plasma Power, Cash Mayfield, and Clark Candiati. A couple of Padres pitcher refractors. Panini 3-2. Oh yeah, somebody messaged me about 3-2 today. Actually, I really have not thought a ton about Panini 3-2, but the fact that I've heard two things about it in one day makes me rethink a little if I should be thinking about Panini 3-2. See, I don't think we're going to have an autograph here. I think it's going to be two more on the bottom row, but let's see what we have coming up. Blake Larson, Chrome, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman, Ryan Waldschmidt on the board for the second time, Cam Smith, Caglione for the second time, Cam Caminiti, in tune Jose Perdomo, Kalen Culpepper on the board for the first time in a refractor, and Debra de los Santos refractor. Caminiti, Waldschmidt. Let's see. While I'm sleeving these up, in the upcoming weeks, I actually have a bunch of stuff coming up. I've only been running one break a week recently, but I do have a NFL Topps Chrome half case hobby box break coming up on Wednesday. We're going to be running another half case of jumbos of 2024 Bowman draft next week. Looks like we're going to have another base chrome autograph coming up here. And then I'm going to be running an 8 hobby box 2024 Bowman Chrome break the following Wednesday. So if there are any Bowman Chrome guys out there, that's going to be coming up in 9 days. We have a Bryce McCage Chrome starting off here. Hartle, Kavaris Tier, Zach Earhart, Ariel Armis, Nick McLean. The next autograph, interesting because we pulled that Braylon Payne. The fact that we now also have a Braylon Burke. The hits both came out in the same box. Usually when you see a Braylon Payne, you see a Blake Burke as well, and it stays true in this box. The Braylon Payne green and the Blake Burke base auto. Very interesting. Hagen Smith, draft night. Nick Mitchell and Trey Morgan refractors. And then I'm going to catch up with what's going on in the chat after this. Blake Burke, first rounder on the board. That's going to be 4 nice hits on the board to start. We're going to go with the next auto pack. Fingers crossed for some color. Let me change the height of the camera to make sure we have all of our hits in camera view. And then I'll catch up with what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Christian Moore might be the best hitter in the entire Angels organization. Sam, definitely a possibility. 3-2 is a fun rip. Just sucks that it's unlicensed. Yeah. We have to see what's going on in the next year or so with Panini and those licenses. Greg says it got kicked out for a commercial. Oh, yeah. If you want to throw down about $1.50, just message me after. I'm not going to post the PayPal and Venmo right now, but I will. I'll throw you that Christian Campbell for $1.50. If it was produced by Topps, Daniel, I totally agree. Both first rounders, Burke and Payne, seem to come out in the same box all the time. And Sam says more than what Daniel says at the box price of 3-2. If it was licensed. All right. Let's see if we can get some color in this hobby box in the autos. 2 bases, including a Braylon Payne so far. And whoa. What is this auto coming out here? Guys, can you see that blue? I've never seen this kind of blue before. I don't know what this means. Fingers crossed that we got something big coming out here. What is the blue that we have coming out here? Duel would be wild. I'd be very excited about that. We have a Theo Geelin, Connor Griffin, Carter Johnson, Drew Beam, Dakota Jordan, Daniel Egan, and what do we have? Oh, what? What is oh, it's not even that's weird. Connor Griffin. All right, we love that it's Connor Griffin. We love that it's a first round pick, but baseball factory. I thought those were supposed to be add-ons. Usually when I've pulled a baseball factory autograph, it's been an additional autograph, not one of the three that you would assume would come out of a hobby box. Leo DeVries in tune, Blake Wright, and George Lombard on the refractors. All right, let's sleeve these up, and then we will go to the jumbo next. So Connor Griffin didn't have anything leading up to this pack, and now he has a baseball factory on card auto numbered 37 of 199 and a base chrome. Interesting autos on the board so far. That was definitely one of the more interesting hobby boxes I've seen. Blake Burke on the base auto, Connor Griffin on the baseball factory, and what was the third? Larson? Smith, Rayner. Was Rayner in this box? Yeah, Rayner was the first one in this box. So it was Rayner, Burke, and Griffin. So 3 first rounders. That's actually not a bad way to do a hobby box. Kaboom doing the Connor Griffin. Not bad, man. Not bad. That's a different from the Under Armour autos. Sam says he's going to be really good. Well, since I saw that the Pirates have not signed anybody to a free agent to more than a 1-year contract since I think it was 2017, then the likes of Connor Griffin, let's see, O'Neal Cruz, Cabrian Hayes. What other prospects have the Pirates brought up over the last couple of years that they need to show up since they do not sign any free agents? Let me move a couple of these piles out to the side too before we get to the jumbo box. Make sure we have space to run this. This is actually the last jumbo box that I have from my original Topps order that was from release week. So final Topps release week jumbo box. I think I had, oh man, how many? 8? It's like maybe 6 or 7 cases of jumbos, and this is our final box. Connor's a beast, says Kaboom. Let's see, Connor Griffin, True Gold. I don't think I've pulled a True Gold of Connor Griffin yet, but we have pulled a handful of nice cards of him. Meb, absolutely, that box destroyed the first box. That is true. 3 first rounders on the autos. And let's see what we have now in the 5 autographs in the jumbo box. I actually went back and looked to start buying more jumbo boxes, and they're actually down like from what the original price was of jumbo boxes. Not what you typically would see in a Bowman draft product. We knew this year was not going to be the strongest draft class ever, but it is interesting to see that they've dropped $100 a box from the original price. I do think that once spring training starts and we see some of these guys start making some highlights in spring training, that these boxes will spike. So, in my opinion, if anybody is going out there now and buying any kind of wax right now of this 2024 Bowman product, 2024 Bowman draft product, I think that now will be the absolute best buying opportunity. So if anybody's buying wax out there, I think that now's the time to go and buy. Toronto Johnson has looked horrible. Yeah, that is true, Sam. Chandler And Nick York is Nick York in the? I know Nick York's not in the Red Sox organization anymore. Is he a Pirate organization guy? Is that what we're saying? I can't remember who he got dealt for. I know he's not a Red Sox guy anymore, but I can't remember who he got dealt for. All right, starting us off with a top half pack. What are we going to have here? It is going to be a couple of refractors here, titanium and speckle, to start off the jumbo box. We have Bryce McCage in chrome, Josh Hartle, Kavaris Tears, Zach Earhart, Ariel Armas, Nick McLean, Blake Larson, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman, Wald Schmidt, Eshedri Vargas, Brandon Sproat, Zach Veen, Harry Ford, Walker Martin, Johnny Farmello, Nate Knowles, Jackson Wentworth. Our first refractor is first pitcher White Sox Hagen Smith back on the board. This one is 73 of 200. Titanium, another first. Outfielder Dante Nori. So 2 first rounders on the refractors to start us off here. Nick Kurtz and Jose Perdomo on the in action and in tune. A little bit of an issue with the hanger here on the in tune Nick Kurtz. Seen that happen a handful of times on these in action cards. But 2 nice first round hits on the refractors. Hagen Smith back on the board, adding to his autograph with a speckle. And Dante Nori, let's see, that is 84. We know he's a first rounder, so that can't be a draft pick match there on the Nori. But a nice hit there for the Phillies first rounder, Wald Schmidt, which probably means that we will have Kurtz. No. Caglione and who else is in that Wald Schmidt order coming out? Let's see, our first autograph of the hobby box here is going to be a base autograph. We have a sky blue paper of Ty Pete. Quinn Priester. Yeah, Quinn Priester should get he got a shot last year, right? So Quinn Priester should be somewhat established in that rotation. Ty Pete is 347 of 499. Cam Smith, there we go. That's who I was thinking of. Cam Smith and Jack Caglione on the firsts. Cam Caminiti, Ben Hess, Tyson Lewis, Billy Amick, Cole Messina, Woody Hadeen, Eddie Reinards, Carter Matheson, Nate Dome, Luke Holman, Nick McLean refractor, Blake Larson, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman, Ryan Waldschmidt, Cam Smith, and all of these repeats coming up here are not bad ones to see repeated. Cam Smith and refractor of Caglione and Cam Caminiti with a Cal Steven auto to start us off with the Nick Kurtz Plasma Power. So handful of repeats there on really nice hits on the first rounders. Cal Steven with the thin autograph Sharpie right there. Base auto for him. Caminiti refractor. Let's see. We have a bunch of stuff to sleeve up on this one. Caglione. Caminiti. Smith. McLean. Bo Bichette they're talking about in the background having a bounce back season. What do we think? Do you think Cam Caminiti has a bounce back season for the Blue Jays? We see the Blue Jays being in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th spot in the AL East before the end of the year. I lean White Sox. I'm gonna go White Sox last in the East. What do you guys think? His big Meb says his big little bro Zach York already hitting dingers for. Is that true? Nick York's little brother is hitting home runs for Grand Canyon. There's Caglione and Caglione refractor. A couple of nice Cagliones on the board there. White Sox are central. Did I say White Sox? I mean Red Sox. Yeah, White Sox definitely. If the White Sox were in the AL East, they would certainly be last. I was actually thinking of taking the White Sox over. I feel like they're probably undersold going into this season, and they couldn't be as bad as they were last year. I didn't check to see though what the White Sox over under is for the 2025 season. No color in the paper here. We have a JD Dix. Let's see. Sam says, I'm not even a Nationals fan. The Nationals should probably, you would think the Nationals are pretty slotted in for the fourth place in the National League East this year. There's a JD Dix first rounder, Braden Montgomery, Nick Kurtz, Chromes, Dylan Dreeling, Brandon Neely, Fenwick Trimble, Ty Southacene, Geronda Berry, Ryan Johnson, Titus Sissel, Hunter Crenton, Seaver King, Adolfo Sanchez, Charlie Bielenson, Gage Zeal, Ryan Clifford, Brock Wilkin, Augustin Ramirez, Braden Taylor, and Trey Morgan with Bazana on the draft night and Carson Benj on the in-tune. Rays will be last in the East. I mean, their over-under is 81.5, though, so that's wild. I mean, I know that there aren't as many divisional games as there used to be, so it's possible that the over-under 81 could be close and the Rays could still be in last, but that would be a crazy division if the last place team has 80 wins. No teams, possibility of no teams under 500 in the AL East. Has that ever happened? I mean, it's possible that the AL Central is going to be way under the 500 average again. So it would make sense if the AL East was towards the 500 mark. But let's see. We have a blue coming up here in our autograph spot. True blue in the auto spot. Nothing in the paper. Carson Benj on the board in chrome. Brody Brecht, Bryce McCage, Josh Hartle, Kavaris Tears, Zach Earhart, Ariel Armis, Nick McLean, Blake Larson, Carter Holton, Boston Bateman. Back to this trio. Wald Schmidt, which probably means that we're going to have another Cam Smith and Caglione coming up soon. Refractors of George Lombard Jr., Jared Cerna, Clark Candiati, Tanner Jones, Caden Dana, the number one overall prospect for the Angels. Yoandy Morales, Juan Baez, Davison De Los Santos, and pitcher in the true blue auto is Geronda Berry, 67 of 150 with the Paulinho Santana behind that. 93rd overall pick there, Geronda Berry for the Brewers. Our first numbered autograph of this box, Geronda Berry. Tanner Jones, Candiati, Waldschmidt, Benj, and Brecht. Let's see. Darren says home game's going to be tough out. Yeah, Darren, that is the only reason that I did not make the 81.5 over bet on the Rays. The fact that they're going to be playing their home field games in the Yankees single A stadium. Otherwise, I probably would have jumped at that over 81. I see a blue paper, another pitcher coming up here. Is this Tyson Neighbors? It is Tyson Neighbors on the blue. Number 149 of 150. First Tyson Neighbors of the night. Blue paper. Chrome of Cash Mayfield, Caleb Bonemer, Cal Steven, Kuroda Grauer, Johnny King, Sam Antonacci, Herrick Hernandez, Nick Montgomery, Ryan Sloan, Jacob Cozart, JD Dix, Braden Montgomery, no Nick Kurtz yet. So we got a bunch of big names possibly coming up soon. Chrome of Ty Pete, Euandry Vargas, Villario, Giovanni Rodriguez, Parker Smith, Connor Foley, They were on the Ronzo and Camilo Diaz, draft night of Caminiti and James Tibbs in tune. So we got some big names here with the Braden Montgomery Chrome. Tyson Neighbors, not a bad name to see in the blue chrome. The blue paper. Rockies, is the Rockies over under 50? That's rough. That's really rough. It's tough to see them ever beating the Dodgers, but you have to think that they'll pick up a few there. You have to think that the Dodgers probably don't go into those games pitching their aces, even though 1 through 5 in the Dodgers rotation are pretty much all aces. All right, let's see what the next autograph is going to be here. We have a base and we have a blue so far in the jumbo. Next one is going to be another base. There's the Nick Kurtz that we expected to come up sometime soon. Dylan Dreeling, Brandon Neely, Fenwick Trimble, South Dessane DeBerry, Ryan Johnson, Titus Sissel, Hunter Crenton, Seaver King, Carson Benj, Brody Brecht, Seaver King, Carson Benj, Brody Brecht, and Refractors. McCage, Hartle, Tears, Earhart, Ariel Armas, and Cody Shojanaga is our third autograph of the jumbo with Kyle Teal on the Plasma Power. So we see a bunch of repeats here in the Refractors and the base chrome. We're going through the top 100 list on in the background on MLB TV. I didn't watch the full top 100 list, although I do know that Soto and Lindor are in the top 10 of their list, and Ohtani they had as number 1, of course. I think they had Aaron Judge as number 2. Let's get that Kurtz in a top loader as well as the Cody Shojanaga. Do you think Cole Carrick is going to get major league time, or are we excited to see Cole Carrick at a minor league level get some more reps? Oh, Meb saying that's his over 50. Let's see. Hope they can figure it out. Dodgers and Red Sox going to run 6-man rotations, no doubt. Who's number 5 and 6? I know we started talking about it. I know we said Cutter Crawford as the possible 5 for the Red Sox. Who's 6 then in their rotation? All right, let's see what we got here. We have what do we have here? Is this a titanium auto? I've never pulled a titanium auto before. This would be interesting. We have a sky blue paper, Vladimir Asensio, number 116 of 499. Bryce Rayner, Hagen Smith, Chrome, Mike Sirota, Carson DiMartini, Rodney Green, Trey Snyder. A whole bunch of people coming out for the first time finally. Cole Mathis, Jared Thomas, Blake Burke, Braylon Payne, Chase Burns, finally saying Chase Burns time for the first time. He's been hot lately in our breaks, and slow one for him. Gage Miller, Refractors. We have Sam Antonacci, Herrick Hernandez, Nick Montgomery, Ryan Sloan, Jacob Cozart, JD Dix, Braden Montgomery. Bunch of nice refractors here, and I think this is a tight. Oh no, what is this? Oh boy. Kuroda. Whoa. How about that as a highlight for this for this jumbo box? Number 5 of 10. What is this called? X-Fractor? Sam says that is awesome. That is my first ever X-Fractor pull. 5 of 10 Kuroda Grauer. For a second, I thought that was going to be Kurtz. Bryce Rayner in the background with the Plasma Power, but Kuroda Grauer, number 5 of 10, might be our hit of the night. As big as that Hagen Smith in the background is, Kuroda Grauer to 10 is a beautiful looking card. They have red X-Fractors and HTAs as well. Meb, that was you. Congrats, Meb. That is a big card. Kuroda Grauer auto to 10. Kurtz and Montgomery adding refractors in this pack as well. Really nice hits there for those two spots, and a bunch of other hits as well in this pack. But Kuroda Grauer to 10 auto is big. Let's see. Refractors of Antonacci, Herrick Hernandez, Nick Montgomery, Ryan Sloan, bunch of guys whose name we haven't said a ton tonight, so it's good to see them on the board in refractors. Sloan, Cozart, let's get that. Chase Burns, base and a top loader. Getting close to the end here with a pack and a half left. One more autograph to go out of the jumbo box. So it's really nice to see that number to 10 on the board there. Hagen Smith and the Asensio sky blue paper. I'm trying to think how many autographs numbered lower than 10 we've had at a 2024 draft. I think that might be maybe the fourth time we've hit a 10 or lower out of this draft product. Probably 800 to 1,000. Damn, Meb, that's nice, man. I am pumped we could pull that for you. We've owed you a nice hit for a while after your hot streak from like a year or so back. We have a Josh Caron, Chrome, Randall Diaz, Brian Holiday, Ethan Schiefelbein, Ethan Anderson, Cody Shojanaga, Ethan Bagwell, Casey Sauke, Chris Cortez, Braylon Dowdy. There's our first Griff O'Farrell of the night. Jared Cerna, Clark Candiati, Tanner Jones, Caden Dana, Yoandy Morales, Juan Baez, Davison De Los Santos, Colt Emerson, Trey Morgan on the Lunar Glow, Hayden Smith on the Inaction, and Aiden Miller on the Intune. Jacob deGrom last 4 seasons, 2.04 ERA in how many innings? Ooh. Let's get some more top loaders out here. I did pull the 101 of Kurtz. That was certainly one of the numbered 10 or below that we pulled. Let's see. I pulled number to 5 auto of Reggie Jackson, number to 5 auto of Bazana. And besides that, I think that number to 10 Kuroda Grauer might be the lowest numbered auto we've pulled. Unless I'm missing somebody that we pulled 5 or below. I mean, we pulled the Felny and Celestin in action auto last week. I guess that was a number to 5 autograph, although it was not a base, so it's slightly different. But that was still a cool pull. We have a fuchsia lunar, a aqua lunar crater and a purple coming up here in refractors. Chrome. We have Ivan Luciano, Ryan Campos, Aaron Parker, AJ Causey, Bryce Cunningham, Levi Sterling, Dante Nori, and Trey Savage, and Christian Moore on the board for the first time. Peyton Toll. That is the one thing that I do like about the half case hobby boxes. I mean, jumbos, they do tend to pull a way higher like floor of these players. Like I feel like every half case jumbo we've pulled, we get at least 2, if not 3 base chromes of all the big names plus some refractors. We have a Mick Abel base chrome, Tyson Neighbors, Brooks Alger, Vladdy Guerrero, Ethan Salas, Matt Shaw, Luis Baez, Alexander Albertus. Oh boy, what do we have? Of course, we keep pulling them. Nick Kurtz on the purple, 139 of 250. Yeah, jumbo's the way to go. I'm definitely happy to be going back to the half case jumbo again next week, but this Kurtz definitely helps. Nick Kurtz, purple on the board, and no first here. Felny and Celestin, speaking of, 14 of 125 on the color match. Aqua Lunar Crater to 125. Hagen Smith and Emil Morales on the inserts. Always love the teal color matches for the Mariners prospects. Good looking Felny and Celston there. Nori and Savage. First time on the board for Savage. Nick Kurtz. A couple times on the board already in base, but we'll add a purple for him. We'll get that one in the background. And Christian Moore on the board for the first time tonight in Chrome. I think it might be the first time on the board for him at all. All right, let's see what we got in the chat. Sam says, who has the Ethan Anderson spot? The guy is not on the checklist. I've said his name at least once. Ev says, Kuroda and Coleman are guys you've been watching singles on. Darren pulled a 101 paper. Oh, that was good call, Darren. That was Aiden May, and I think that was in the same pack that we pulled the Kurtz. Let's see. Meps has been buying Brooks Lee PSA 10s. Don't sleep on Brooks Lee, and especially because there's certainly a world where the Twins are powerhouse again in the Central this year. All right, we got the Kurtz on the board in the back. And here we go. Final autograph out of the jumbo box before we shift over to our Sapphire. Receiver King in the back. What color are we going to get on this last one? True green. Not bad. Not a bad jumbo. If we get a number to 10 and a true green to 99. All right. Starting with a John Spikerman in Chrome, Flewelling, Nick Mitchell. There's Tibbs and Kalen Culpepper. Chase Harlan, Casey Cook, Jamie Ferrer, Eli Serrano. There's Aiden May. Blake Wright, Bazana on the board in base. Refractors of Dreeling, Neely, Trimble, Southacene, DeBerry, Ryan Johnson, Titus Sissel, Hunter Cratton. In the back, we have that Seaver King Plasma Power. And the true green auto, I see a bat. I see a catcher. And who said it? That was... Who is saying Ethan Anderson? Sam. Ethan Anderson, 96 of 99, true green auto for the... Is he the supplemental pick for the... No. Griff was the supplemental. I think Ethan Anderson is the second rounder for the O's. Yeah, second rounder, 61st overall, but a nice way to do the true green there. Let's get that one on the board. I love how much space Ethan Anderson took up on his autos. You see a lot of guys sign like very minimal autographs a lot of the time. Ethan Anderson definitely used up all of his cards on his autographs. He did not short us on his name there. Nice true green there. Chat hit, right? We said Ethan Anderson in the chat, and he showed up pretty much immediately. All right, let's leave these up, and then we're headed to our Sapphire box. All in all, this has not been a bad break. The big hits have been big. Kuroda Grauer to 10 on the auto. Ethan Anderson, not a bad one. Got some Payne, got some Burke, got some Kurtz. Don't hate that. Runner, Hagen Smith, and Connor Griffin all getting autos. Not bad getting all of those big names hits in the break, and still have the Sapphire to finish us off. Let me shift over some of these piles. Anderson and Boston Bateman. I don't think we hit a Boston Bateman auto, but we did get the Anderson. I don't think we got a Boston Bateman auto unless I'm forgetting anything. Just a reminder while I shift these over, the Wednesday break this week, my first Wednesday break in a while, is going to be 2024 Chrome Football. My first ever Topps Chrome Football break. Definitely excited for some Topps Chrome Football. Let me shift over these papers as well. I did get a bunch of singles posted in the on my page as well. If anybody's interested in adding anything to their shipments for tonight, I'm gonna work on getting a bunch more singles posted of some like medium tier stuff. But let's see for tonight, finishing off with the Sapphire. Oh, Boston Bateman has a nice autograph also. I don't know that I've ever hit a Bateman auto. I have to look that up after this, Darren. Brooksley. Oh, yeah, the Brooksley Orange auto redemption was a monster, especially seeing how quickly he's raised up through the rankings. And now at the major league level, we're getting his Series 1 rookie card, along with the likes of Jace Young, who I think was in the same draft class as him. All right, guys. This is, I think, my third Sapphire box. I don't have any more Sapphire boxes in hand right now, but my plan is to get another one for not next week, but the week after. So I know the prices of these have been going pretty crazy, but I'll try and get my hands on another one. I think the original price on these was in the $490 range, and now they're up in like the $715 range. So Sapphire going crazy again, just like last year. Let's see, Meb saying I recently bought his Aqua Lava first. Got most of your guys Aqua Lavas. I love Aqua Lava too. I mean, I'm a big fan of the titanium from this year. So this one, this Kuroda Grauer X Fractor, I think might be one of my new favorite autographs of this product. So Meb, that's a beauty of a hit. Although number to 10s are not easy to collect, that might be one of my new favorite. Oh. All right, we got double out of this one. I'm going to put all of the hits to the back while we go through these packs, and we're going to save the fun for the end. I see yellow and gold in that pack. Let's see what that means. We have here no color in this one besides the Sapphires, Yolan Cespedes, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Braylon Morrell, and Nathan Flewelling on the board in Sapphire base. Sleeving all of our Sapphires up. Morrell, Flewelling, Bradfield, Cespedes. Oof, Arenado down 62 spots to the 95th overall best player in the major leagues. That's rough. Is that based on performance, or is that based on him not wanting to play for the Cardinals anymore? All right, we have Dalton Rushing, Luis Guanipa, Samuel Basayo, and Jared Thomas in our next Sapphire pack. As much as I've always liked Paul Goldschmidt, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to root for him this year on the Yankees. What do we have here? We have another, I think that is gold. So it looks like we're going to have two golds and a yellow on the board so far. So 3 parallels at a minimum. Aiden Major starting this pack off. LP Langevin, Chandler Welch, and Braylon Payne. Nice Braylon Payne adding to his True Green, and a Sapphire for Braylon Payne. Couple hits for the 17th overall pick for the Brewers. All firsts in the Sapphire pack there. We love that. Welch, Langevin, and Aiden Major. Let's see. Tyson Lewis. Sam, I know I've said Tyson Lewis's name, I believe twice, but just base chrome as far as I can remember. Ooh, I see. Is that red? I see. No, orange. So we have 2 golds, a yellow, and an orange on the board so far. So only 4 guaranteed hits here. We have at least that much out. Can we get anything else? Base here. Leo DeVries, Brilliant Brazaban, Sebastian Walcott, and Chase Burns. Burns had a slow night so far tonight, but adding the Sapphire definitely helps the Chase Burns spot. Fingers crossed we can continue these nice first rounders into the numbered cards here. All right, let's see. We got at least our minimum hit, so we're going to get anything in addition to that. We are not. So looks like the yellow might be the auto. We have Sheneng Lin, Emil Morales. Oh, okay. So we're going to get at least an extra hit. JD Dix, first rounder, getting the Sapphire auto to 199, 154 of 199 for JD Dix. And James Tibbs, somebody asked about him before. We had a refractor, and now we have a Sapphire of Tibbs. So Chase Burns, Braylon Payne, and James Tibbs getting first round Sapphires. Morales, Shen Ang Lin, and the autograph to 199 of first rounder JD Dix. One of the better JD Dix cards we've pulled so far this year. All right, we have an orange. We have a gold, and we have a yellow and a gold still to come. So we're going to get at least one, well, we're going to get one extra hit in this box. All right, guys, good luck. Who are we still looking for? Who do we need to pull here? I'm going to leave this because we have the double hit. Let's go with the single gold hit here. Vladimir Asensio. Jose Perdomo. In the back, we have Blake Burke because we had Braylon Payne. We're going to get the Blake Burke. And the gold is not. Oh, it's upside down. Could be a first. It is a first. Oh, boy. Eddie Reinhardt, gold, number 34 of 50. I thought we might be sneaking in a Connor Griffin, another Connor Griffin hit there, but Reinhardt's getting the Sapphire parallel 34 of 50. Perdomo, Asensio, and Burke. Ian Happ, number 92. I find that hard to believe that Ian Happ is the 92nd best player in the major leagues after how he played last year. Let's see. We definitely do need a Christian Moore learning curve. Sam saying Reiners is another guy who could be really good. I hope so because we've hit quite a few cards of him. All right, guys, what do we want to go next? Do we want to go yellow and gold or do we want to go orange? I'm gonna give it a 10-second countdown. Brandon Nimmo, 91. Above Hap, I guess. I guess that's true. Gold and yellow or orange? 5, 4, 3, 2, and Sam says orange. Let's see the orange to 25. All right, what do we have? Byron Shurio. There's a Roman Anthony. In the back, we have Nick Mitchell. And the and the orange is upside down again. It is a first. It's a shortstop. And who asked about Tyson Lewis? Sam, you asked for the orange. I hope that Tyson Lewis is yours. Number 20 of 25, another chat call. Tyson Lewis orange. There you go. You're the guy that jumps up and makes the call, and you get your guy. I'm gonna get that one up in the display. We'll cover up some of the hits for now, but it's worth it. Congrats, Sam. Congrats, Meb. We got some nice cards on the board in the last few, and we have 2 more parallels to go. Let's see if this means an extra auto. All right, guys, let's see. This is going to be upside down. It's just going to be a parallel behind the tin cans. Pays to chat, right? Joe wants another Waldschmidt. Let's see what we got. You did. You called the Lewis and the Anderson. All right, guys. Let's see what we have behind this tin cans. It is a first. It looks like a what's it called? A Royal pitcher. AJ Causey. Oh, I hope AJ Causey's dad is back in this break again. We've had AJ Causey's dad in so many breaks, and we haven't hit much of them. 51 of 75 on the yellow Sapphire. In the back, we have Ivan Luciano. And our final hit of the break, let's see. Is it going to be ink? It is. So we're going to get an extra autograph here. So extra auto on the gold. It's a first. It's a pitcher, Trey Savage, on 48 of 50. Gold refractor or gold parallel first rounder auto for the Blue Jays. Let's get Savage up there. Let's get AJ Causey sleeved up. Let's get the Luciano and Tink Hence. Then we'll recap the break, all the hits from the break tonight. Like I mentioned, we'll be back on Wednesday with some 2024 Topps Chrome football. We'll be back next Sunday with 3 jumbo boxes of Bowman Draft. And then the following Wednesday, we'll be back again with 2024 8 hobby boxes of Bowman Chrome. So we'll get some rookies back in the picture. Darren, thanks for joining. Tyler, I showed the KC for sure. And unfortunately not Cags. All right, let's recap the hits from tonight, starting with the base chromes. All in all, a pretty nice night. There's a lot of cards in the background right there that are of pretty good prospects. Sam, glad and is this your first break with us? That we got you the Anderson and the Tyson Lewis? All right, let me put these in order. We got 2 Kurtz, we got 2 Montgomerys, we got Cags twice, we got a 3rd Montgomery, we got a 3rd Cags. Bazana twice and Montgomery 3 times. So the big name Chrome hits 2 Bazanas, 1 Christian Moore, 1 Burns, 3 Kurtz, 3 Montgomerys, 3 Cags, and 1 Connor Griffin. The rest of our top loaded cards that were not in the display tonight, starting off with the yellow parallel Sapphire of AJ Causey, Sapphire of Blake Burke, Eddie Reiner's gold, James Tibbs and Chase Burns and Braylon Payne Sapphires, Felnine Celestin Aqua Lunar Crater, Trey Morgan Lunar Glow, Vladimir Asensio Sky Blue Paper, Braden Montgomery Nick Kurtz Refractors, Cody Shojanaga Base Auto, Tyson Neighbors Blue Paper, Geronda Berry True Blue Chrome Auto, Ty Pete Sky Blue Paper, Jack Caglione Refractor, Cal Steven Base Auto, Dante Nori Titanium to 100 Refractor, Hagen Smith Speckled to 200 Refractor, Drew Beam True Blue, Arjun Amala Sky Blue Chrome, Bazana Refractor, Blake Larson Base Auto, George Lombard Sky Blue Paper, Kyle Teal Lunar Glow, Josue De Paula Sky Blue Chrome, Eshedri Vargas Sky Blue Paper, Ryan Johnson Base Auto, Zach Veen Sky Blue Chrome, Tommy Troy Speckle, Cash Mayfield Sky Blue Paper, Vladdy Guerrero Lunar Glow, Seaver King Refractor, Brandon Sproat Sky Blue Chrome, Chase Harlan Fuchsia Lunar Crater. Going to the back, a lot of nice hits here. Let's start with that's tough. Let's start with the Blake Burke True Green, 53 of 99. There's a lot of nice hits tonight. Like a lot of medium to high level hits that I'm not confident saying what's going to be top 3 here. Let's go Blake Burke Base Auto next. Then I'm going to go Connor Griffin Baseball Factory All-American Game to 199 auto. Then we'll go. This is tough. This is really tough. Tyson Lewis, Orange Sapphire Parallel, 20 of 25. Nick Kurtz, Purple, 139 of 250. Purple Refractor. This is really hard. I haven't had many breaks like this where there are all of these borderline top 3 hits. So nice all-around break. Let's see. Let's go Ethan Anderson next on the True Green Auto, 96 of 99. Then you Savage, our Gold Sapphire Auto, numbered to 50. JD Dix. No, let's go Bryce Rayner next. Base Auto of Bryce Rayner. JD Dix, Sapphire Auto, number 154 of 199. Hagen Smith, number 50 of 199. Teal Wave, and hit of the break, we're going to go with Meb's hit here. Josh Kuroda Grauer, number 5 of 10 on the Black X-Fractor. So pretty cool break tonight. Let me just catch up in the chat. Let's see. Sam, glad we could get you some hits. Don't have an Anderson. Oh, you didn't have Anderson. We were just asking about him. But you did have Lewis. Broken a few times with us before, but got skunked. Well, I'm glad we could at least get you something tonight. I've never broken with Blez, so I can't speak to him. I hope you've done well with him, though. Meb, thank you for joining tonight. I'm glad we could get you on the Black X-Fractor. And you are the JD Dix as well, so good night for Meb. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody that joined the break tonight. We will see you on Wednesday for some NFL for the first time in a long time. All right, everyone, have a good start to your week.